Thank you, Jeff. It's an honor to be here. I'm also with another organization called the Police Reform Organizing Project, PROP, as we're known. We're in the trenches with our sleeves rolled up in all 5 boroughs, fighting against racial profiling. In fact, our last coalition meeting, this great young African-American kid who's a member of our group was late for our meeting. He was late. He walked in 45 minutes late. He said, I was stopped and frisked on the way to the meeting. I was running to the meeting because I was late, and I was stopped and frisked on the way. So there you have it. In 2008, I and other activists formed the Campaign to Stop the False Arrests. It's a group dedicated to exposing and stopping an illegal NYPD undercover entrapment operation reminiscent of the Stonewall era that caused great harm to my life and the lives of dozens of other gay and bisexual men, most of whom were African American and Latino. We had been falsely arrested for prostitution. I felt compelled to come forward, inspired by the words of Bayard Rustin, who said, "To be afraid is to behave as if the truth were not true." To Mayor Bloomberg and Police Commissioner Kelly, what is the truth? In 1999, State Senator David A. Patterson and former Mayor David N. Dinkins were arrested at one police plaza in acts of civil disobedience, protesting the extraordinary amount of frisks that year, 1999, 80,000. This year in 2012, Commissioner Ray Kelly and the NYPD are on course to make over 800,000 stop and frisks. That is the truth. Stop and frisk is criminalizing an entire generation of young people of color, with some being stopped 10 to 20 times a year. Many of the stops involve LGBT people of color, members of the transgender community, and our homeless LGBT youth. Stop and frisk makes all of our communities less safe by sowing the seeds of distrust that makes legitimate and necessary law enforcement much more difficult. This unjust practice robs all of us of our essential dignity as human beings, and that is the truth. The Campaign to Stop the False Arrests and the Police Reform Organizing Project stand in solidarity with Ben Jealous, the Reverend Al Sharpton, Stuart Applebaum, and George Gresham, and all our supporters as we again gather strength from these words. To be afraid is to behave as if the truth were not true. Today we stand here together and we are not afraid. We will all march in solidarity on Sunday, June 17th to end Stop and Frisk now. Thank you.